ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with the BdoubleO. Where are we? Where is this mysterious place? It's no mystery. You saw last episode, right? I sure hope so. I know you did. If not, we're at this little place. We're at a little place outside of, just to catch you up a little bit, we've got our kind of elven kingdom over this way. Hey, can't show it. Very far away. It's a long trip. Yes, just over there is the Elven Kingdom, the aqueduct, some of the towers that are in progress, and then we go down this river. Showed this last episode. Go through this river. There was a suggestion from a subscriber that we... Hello! Jeez! Well, okay. Somebody's camera crazy. Jeez! What are you looking at? There's this little area that we're going to cut out and connect that river to this and turn this kind of into a river. It already is a bit of a river. Oh, you know what? I don't want to go all this way, actually. Yeah, it's kind of a river already. But here's the thing. Here's why I'm starting us out up here. Because I'm already making this stupid mistake that I've been doing so much. And I really need to stop doing. I'm going straight. That noise. I'm doing a straight freaking line. Stop it, dude. Stop. Seriously, I gotta quit with the straight lines. There's no, I mean, the idea, you come up with an idea, you're like, ooh, a waterfall right here. But if you just put a block of water up there and it runs straight down, it's not interesting because it just runs in this straight path. But if you give it a wind over and all this stuff and make it hit some blocks in some places, thick and thin, add some dynamic, all of a sudden now it's a nice waterfall. This cool idea. Hey, let's cut out through this little hill here to connect to this river on the other side. Cool idea. Right? But the child in me, the fool in me, thinks straight shot. Straight shot. Oh, it connects right through. But that's not good looking. That doesn't look good. So we got to angle this. It's got to be a sidewinder. We've got to have at least, it's going to depend on the width. And I'm thinking 6 blocks. Probably. We're already 5. So 6 is probably good. So here's the idea. Here's the game plan. So let's say this is the 6 wide right here, right? If this was a straight line, we want to do 1, 2, 3, and then... well, let's look at it from this way. Straight line. Here's where we are now. There's the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And we want to have it to where when you come in, you can't see out the other side. I don't want to be able to see out the other side. I want it to be when I come in this hole here, totally blocked, and it curves around. It's something that I keep doing, man. I don't know why I keep doing these straight lines, and they're not good for paths, for rivers, for everything. Like, if I really think about it and I'm planning and I'm like, okay, I'll do this, but I don't want to do a straight line, then I'm fine. But man, if I just go into it, I started this out wrong. Started this out the wrong way. So we're going to build that up on that, on this side. Yeah, we're going to build this up over here a little bit, I think. We'll just kind of figure it out. For the most part, though, right now, I just need to really carve this thing out. Get it all carved, and then we'll be in good shape. A little update. Last episode, we showed off the new terracotta potential add-on that we could use for our resource pack. And of course, like I said, that's from just a scaled down version of the Conquest. But I learned that Monsterfish, who runs the Conquest, or I think he created the Conquest resource pack, he does commissions for textures, I believe. I'll have to double check on that. But could have him work out some stuff for us. So that's kind of my thought process and game plan. But anyway, a lot of carving. You want to sit here and watch this? I request that you don't sit here and watch this, okay? Let me do this by myself. Little bit on the boring side. But anyway, I'll get to work on this. I've done a bunch more work over at our area that we've been working on over there. So we'll take a look at that a little later. But for now, we're going to get this bad boy worked out because you guys have had some other suggestions for it that I'd like to go over with you as well. All right, so I've got the general dig out done for the most part. Starting here, and then kind of this wall is going to be built up here. I'm going to have to shape this a little bit, so I'm just giving myself a little time there. But you can kind of see, if you come down here, you get the idea. You'll see a little poke through, which I really like there. But outside of that, it's going to be kind of flowing like this. So, but there's two things. The reason why I wanted to talk about this on Camry is because there are two things that I wanted to mention regarding this. So, ooh, I really don't want grass here. Really don't want grass here. Like, really don't want grass. Yeah, grass is probably going to grow no matter what, but yeah, that's going to want to come down. You know, gravel right there. We'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. So, two things. One thing I know, one thing I didn't know, but I'm going to try. The thing that I know that somebody has mentioned in the past is they said, Bdubs, you should try to do a mixture of sand, dirt, and gravel for the underneath area of like rivers. And I do know that. I've done that in the past, actually. And it can tend to look a little bit on the busy side, but even still, it's nice. It's nice. I do like it from time to time. We're going to try it. I'm going to start out with just dirt and then come through with gravel and sand. And then, you know, we'll mix it up, but not the way that I've been kind of taught to do it is to do it to where it's like very, very random, almost like a checkerboard pattern. But I don't think that looks the way I really want it to look. I think we'll do a majority dirt underneath here. If that grass grows down, it's no big deal. It'll die eventually. It just doesn't look great right off the bat. The thing I didn't know that was recommended was make the rivers very deep. And if you make them very deep, it adds a sense of realism. Now, that's something that I didn't know and haven't tried before. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm going to put some cobblestone back down. So, yeah, that's what I did here. That's why this river is so very deep. I don't know what I just did there. I might have screwed something up, but it's very deep. The water level is right here. Well, it's not very deep, but it's several blocks deep to probably at the point to where you won't see underneath here. Kind of cool, though. Kind of like that. Kind of like it. Let's replace some of these with dirt that will end up being a mixture. Any of these little poke out parts. So yeah, we're going to try those two things out. It'll especially be shown off the most once we get the water in here. Once we get the water in, we'll really know what we're dealing with. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was doing, what the game plan is going forward, and why I'm doing it. And we'll see what it looks like in the end. Ah, grass grew, dang it. There's somebody hiding up here. There he is. Oh, what you looking at, boy? What you looking at, boy? Don't try to come down and wreck my day. I need that XP desperately. I am at XP desperation mode right now. I need 32 XP very quick. Post haste. I can get it. I can get it. Just a little grinding. But there's our little place. Whew. I wanted to see it from the boat, but now here we are up here. So let's go down. Whoop. And in the boat. Very fine. Where are we? Oh, okay. This way. Hee-yah. Boats do function so much better than they used to. But so the outside needs to be cleaned up quite some bit, but overall, the inside, we've got it. I need to do more. I need to do more shaping, but I think we've got it figured out. You know, it's not, this is pretty much the height that we can go. We can't go much bigger than this, and I want it to be thin. And here's why. Because this is going to be the game plan for this is we're going to be using this to get to the smallest. Look at how tight that is and how hard that is to get through. This is going to be going to the grandest part of our kingdom. We're going to use this to get to pretty much the main overwhelming city area, which at the moment I'm nervous if I even have the skills to pull it off. I hope I do. But off in the distance, this tree was down. Big, huge, awesome cove there. So why is it so thin? If that's going to be our great area? For defense purposes. So somebody did make the suggestion, yeah, this side needs to be cleaned up for sure. This does not look so beautiful. We could take it up a little bit more here, though, so that's nice. We can add some height differentiation, which will be good. But the inside, pretty nice. Super tight. Now, think about, we got to do some other things. We have to do some other things to make this a possibility. But think about if you're going to attack, right? And maybe this is just small for, like, maybe there is a main entrance into the area, but you know, maybe over there they're not so concerned because they're kind of protected by the spawn area. You know, that's not much of a point of contention. Here, more concerned because it's open to people coming around from this side. So it's super tight. Imagine if you're an army and you're coming in and you're trying to, you got hundreds of thousands of people you're trying to traverse through here. What I want to do is I want to kind of add like some arrow slit areas to where guys could go back there. Okay. Oh, we're at war. Okay. So guys go back in here and they can shoot down on anybody. They're 100% protected. Now, arrow slits are very, we don't have anything that could really simulate it outside of this as far as I can see. Let's just do. Very fine. So if we came in, let's say, let's find a good spot. Let's put dirt on there. Let's try over here. That's actually a great spot right there, okay? So we'll go here. And then maybe back one more and then up. Boop, boop. All right, we'll do an arrow slit right here. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, burpee. Burp almost came out. Okay. Boom and boom, right? And then back here will be a little area. Hopefully we can dig that out. We can't. We'll just put this there and then maybe a stair underneath. Yeah, stair underneath. There will be a little bit of structure here, a small bit of structure. And that structure will just kind of signify that this is an area where, I fell down. This is an area where dudes can hide out and shoot down on anybody that's coming through. Mostly unoccupied for the most part, but from time to time, if needed, somebody will be in there and they're gonna shoot your head. I like that. That's nice. Somebody had suggested making this like an area where it's like like the bad guys, like there'd be like a black market type thing going on in there, which is a cool idea, but I'm feeling this arrow slit defensive thing a little bit more. Here's a subtle thing, okay? Transitioning this into the grass. We got two options. Option number one is make the rock kind of come out and make the rock be like an archway and then holding back the grass, or have the grass come over the stone, which I kind of am doing here a little bit, knocking it out, making it look like it's coming down and growing over the stone, and we can kind of add some leaves and stuff to help with that idea. Also, regarding our textures, we mentioned this a couple days. ago. I got a lot of good texture ideas, some that I loved, some that I liked, some not so great, but there were some that I really loved that they didn't send the actual texture file. If you did send me a picture but not the texture file, and you would like for that furnace texture to potentially be in the pack, let me know, okay? And maybe send it over on Twitter. But if you want to keep it for yourself, that's totally cool. Let's go take a look at what we did. So as I'm going to keep doing more work over there, but as we stated last time, we added some terracotta into the world a little bit. And so that's this building here. We did the basement as well, which is looking nice. I had some rails with me, and I wanted to put some rails on here. I don't know if I did that last episode or not, but they're there now, just for fun and decoration. So I did a couple other small things, very atmospheric things, though. A little gate here that would lead to like a little back flower area, just for decoration, looking nice. Added some leaves throughout the roofs in some spots to kind of dress it up. A little bit of a trap or a fence gate right there. I like that. What else? Mainly leaves on that house, nowhere else. Didn't do the foliage, which I really wanted to do. I built this house, which is a real tough one to do, and I'm still working on some things to try to get it how I want it. But overall, I think it looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at it. There's some atmosphere in it. We went with the blue terracotta for the roof again. Angled roof right here, but the building is on this different height elevation thing. So I did some things to make this feel interesting, okay? So we come up here, and then to get into the house, you go down. You get into the house, you go down. Huh? You come up here, you get into the house, you go down. Don't just say, oh, flat. Oh, this is where the door is. This is where the... No, come over to the house, you go down. Very nice. This is a small detail that adds a lot, and it adds more height to the building. It's actually not that tall, but you dig this entrance down one block and it feels taller. Oh yeah. So we come in here. We come in here, and just very, very slightly detailed out. Here's a little area with some small detail stuff, and then little area for cooking or slaughtering stuff, whatever, and then a little bedroom with a little bed that's tucked away up here. Some detail in the roof. I mean, there's detail all over the place. Little pieces where the roof kind of pokes through, but I'm not so concerned about it. Quaint, cute little building. Did some work to make it really function for us, but I like it. Okay, now, here's where we went really ham bone, okay? Well, not ham bone, but brown terracotta on this roof. And these are bigger buildings. These are bigger than the ones that we have in this area because they're kind of transitioning from here to here. This area to this area, we're transitioning. We have some bigger buildings, small, big, and it works. I really like this building a lot. I think it looks very, very fine, very nice. Nothing on the inside yet. Just empty. But I'll get it eventually, don't worry. Kind of don't want to spoil this, but we're going to. So this walkway, this used to be a straight stairway up. Stupid idiot, why'd you do a straight stairway? Well, because it was just temporary, that's why. Where'd this bed go? Oh, there it is. Whew, things have really changed around here. I haven't slept in this bed in a long time. So anyway, curved stairway up, everybody. Curved. Why? Interest. More interest. It's way better this way. It's way better this way. You freaking kidding me? It's a huge improvement. It used to be just stairs, two wide stairway going straight up. Now we have some terrain wrapping around. Now this road will lead this way, and then it comes up to a road that will lead this way to an area here. And this is where we get into the grandeur of the city. Now, this is where I was talking about the defensibility of the city because there's not much defensibility here. You've got your port, your dock, and then this, which is kind of, you know, walk up here and you get to, you know, this spot and you're in. It's kind of small. We could add some more stuff to make this a little more defendable, We're also going to, I carved straight through here. We have a stairway here. Yes, which I'm going to do a little bit nicer as well. But we'll have another stairway here that'll lead to a nice area. So this road connects to that side over there. So no major grand entrance into this part of the city, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. So what I think I want to do is I want to kind of dress this area up here up a little bit. I want to get like some nice, beautiful scenery right here. Because this is when, I mean, you're down here in this somewhat slummy, more of a workman's area, you know? It's nice, but it's nothing super spectacular. And I want to have this transition. When you come up here, you have a nice reveal and it says, hey, baby, where you been, baby? I like you. I like having you up here, baby. You know, something like that. But yeah, I mean, it already looks so grand and glorious, but we can do some things to help make it look even more grand and glorious. Straight paths, but a little bit of a kick sidewinder. So that's nice. Straight paths here. I'm okay with a straight line here. That's okay. That's not hurting me. But we're definitely, this is good. This is good that we kind of stopped here because we're definitely going to curve this around. This is going to kick this way hard right. This is left. It's going to go hard left right here. So yeah, it'll help. It'll help. We'll have a kind of a longer straight run, but then it'll curve over. And I think decoration-wise, it'll look great. We've also forgotten about our aqueducts. We're not doing them nearly as much. That's kind of the feature piece of the city. We'll probably do more as we go. I need to kind of lay out a way that those are going to work for us. And as a matter of fact, there's that, what was that, gray? What was that, cyan? I think no. It's like gray terracotta or light gray. And I kind of like it up there, y'all. I think it looks very fine, don't you? Whoo, man. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get to work on this. I want to kind of clean this up real nice and kind of try to do something that's going to be beautiful and welcoming and let it kind of grand at the same time. Some ideas, I'll work on them and I'll come back with you shortly, shouty. Hey, bird. Now, if you remember a while ago, a long while ago, when we were off in the kingdom of Escher, we created a religion of 4 gods that is accepted by some kingdoms in this area and rejected by others. But I think I have a very fun little plan for that. So let's say we've got some kingdoms, they worship the 4 gods of that religion, which I forget what I called it. If we haven't named it anything, the pillars, the religion of the pillars of the earth. 4 pillars. 1 pillar is wind. There was earth, wind, fire, earth, wind, and fire, because of the band, earth, wind, fire, and water. Let's say that the kingdom, what is the name of this kingdom? Have we named it yet? I don't think so. We'll get it in time. But they worship, or they mainly focus on the god of wind. So back then I made a bunch of different statues that go different sizes, all the way down to you could resemble them. You could resemble one. The one of water is like this. If you're in like a very small little area and you want to say this stands for this house worships the god of water, right? There are bigger ones, but I'm doing the 3x3 statue here, and it's coming along. The thing is, I'm not very good with statues. I'll say that straight off. I'm bad with them. They're tough to do. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. We got this. Let's put a stair here for a foot. So basically the look here is that there's this big white cape, and it's kind of blowing this direction a little bit. That's the look. I gotta go to sleep in like a minute or two. Now, the location of this, I think it's going to be good having it there because I want to expand this out a little bit. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming over here, but I think this location is good. Not too cramped, and I think it'll be a focal point once you come up to this area. Now we sleep. But I want to kind of build the rest of it with you guys because it's somewhat difficult. Not bad, though. I'm going to have to go mining for quartz soon as well. But so, okay. So it comes down like this, boom, and then you got a straight line up the back following this pillar, which is going to represent the body. And that's diorite. And then this on this backside. And we got a stair there, okay? Let's go. We got a stair and then 1, 2, 3. Very good. And then we'll have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more, I think. I think 2 more. Where'd my diorite go? I'm looking at my reference image. Where did my diorite go? Do y'all see it? Aha! Sorry. So sorry. Forgiveness is necessary now at this point because I made a stupid blind move. All right. And then we'll need a half slab. And I think it goes here. No, yes, it does. It goes here. Very good. And then 1/2 slab goes here. Very good. And it's holding this ornate quartz block, which kind of resembles like some wind type stuff, you know, to me at least. All right. Very fine. Now, let's go up the back a little more. We'll go here, here. Very good. And then I think we'll do, we'll do a stair. Ha ha ha! I'm glad I fell. I'm glad. Let's build up right here. Very fine. Stair there, stair there, stair there. Oh, I gotta make more stairs. I hope I am gonna end up with enough to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Every time I log back into the game, by the way, it's giving me a new, you just earned this new recipe thing. You just, and it's telling, it's running me through the tutorial again as well. Oh, that's wrong. Careful, careful. Wool there. Upside down stair, right side up stair. Very fine, very fine. Okay, another one of these guys here. And then we'll bring the cape up the back like this. And then here, this is where it's going to get interesting, I think, because when I originally made it, we didn't have the ability to do this. Aha! A connection is made. That is nice. That could look like the face. I originally had a full glass block there, but that might make it look better. We'll see. And I'm also thinking maybe we do this. How's that inventory looking? Everybody triggered? Nice. For the hair? Possibly. Possibly. Okay, let's get down. The one block that requires a special tool to remove is what I use to pillar up. Wonderful job. That's not bad. You know what? It looks like a hood. It's not terrible. And I also wanted to use... Oh, do I not have any? I don't have any. We could try this. This could potentially be a waste, but we'll try it. We'll try boom, 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 boom. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That area needs to be beefed out a little bit. And originally I was using cobblestone, but I don't want to use cobblestone. I don't think it looks that great. I had end rods. I'm not going to use those. I had regular glass. White glass? Is this white? That could be better. I don't think it will. You know what? If you're using regular resource pack, it might. It might be better for you. Boom, 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 boom. That's nice. I do like that. I do like that. The head and the face looks kind of weird. It looks kind of strange. And I don't have any light blue full blocks. So let's make some real quick, okay? Take 2 seconds. Boom. See? I know I've made light blue. wool, but they don't believe me. Or glass. All right, do this, and throw these saplings on the ground. Very fine. And pillar up here. Now, it doesn't look super special just yet. We're going to have to do some other fantastic things to this. We'll get these guys. Put this in there. I think that's going to be better. Originally, I had a half slab on top, which I do have this. That might be... Yeah, do I have more quartz stairs as well? I do. Let's do that. Let's do quartz up here. I think that'll look better. Go down and check her out. Yeah, that's nice. That fits this area a lot better, in my opinion. I like that. Okay, and then we're going to come through here. We're going to really grass this up real nice. Oh, yeah, no flowers. That's what I like to see. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We'll fancy... Oh, there's a flower. We'll fancy up the backside a little bit more eventually. Hiya! There we go. And then maybe we'll do a couple of double talls, but that looks good. I like that. Okay, maybe a double tall like here. Yeah. A double tall there. That's it. That's it. Now, it doesn't look very magnificent and very fantastic just yet, but it will. You have to trust me, because we've got to get all this majestic path feeling going on up here. It's going to kind of wrap this area, and it's going to make it feel. Once you come up here, you're going to get a very grand feel. This is all hard working man's area. And then you're going to come up here, go through this windy atmospheric staircase, and boom, you're greeted with that, which I think is going to be very, very nice. Hopefully those vines don't come down and destroy him. But maybe it's cool if it does. I don't know. But anyway, unfortunately, guys, it's late here. I had some Hermitcraft recording stuff to do, which, by the way, if you're not catching those videos, I believe you might be missing out a little bit. I don't want to force you to watch anything, but that's a series that's I'm having a lot of fun editing, and there's some fun stuff. It's different than this. There's not this is very build focused. This series is focused on making us better builders all around. Hermitcraft building, there's good building stuff. We learned some stuff there, but a lot more entertainment focused as well, since we've got so many friends to play with. But yeah, there's some stuff to check out over there. But yeah, that took me a while to do that, and I didn't get nearly as much done here as I wanted to. But we got that wonderful cave worked out. I think is going to be fantastic, leading to our new area. And then we have this beautiful statue, which is going to be a nice little feature piece for this area to set the stage. I'm excited. I think it looks good. Whew! I'm inspired. I love this place. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks again for all your support. Leaving those likes. Hitting me up on Twitter and giving me comments and stuff. I love it. You're making this a true joy. I'm off for today, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Thanks for the shulker box and the diamond pants that are gonna vanish, by the way. You think it's a good present? It is not a good present. It could go